What's that? Love that commercial. Love that commercial. Anyway, I am back with another NixOS video. Basically, right now, I'm just sort of these videos are more for me than for you. They're to document how I'm setting this up and so I can remember what I did. But right now, we're going to configure Emacs with all my settings and all the add-ons that I have for Emacs, and I'll slightly more declaratively configure ZSH because in the last video or maybe 2 videos ago, I forget, I configured ZSH sort of half by hand and half with Home Manager, and we're just going to configure it all with Home Manager this time. So, first thing we want to do is I understand that I could use a flake or, probably even like some switch to NixOS rebuild in order to point it at a different configuration.nix file. But right now, I just want to get this going, so I'm going to use the existing location of my configuration.nix, which is in etc NixOS, and I'm going to copy the stuff from my GitHub repository where I'm keeping my the various evolutions of this project into. So let's see, if I copy, right now it lives in projects NixOS 9th vid. Yeah. So if I sudo copy-r Emacs to here, actually Emacs and p10k to here. Oops. P10k to here. I'm going to use Home Manager's home.file directive to copy all of the Emacs directory into my home directory. All of the contents of this Emacs, actually not the contents of this Emacs directory, but the contents of this directory, .emacs.d. So I want to put a .emacs.d inside of my Chris M user's home directory. There's none right now, I don't think. Yeah, no, there's no .emacs.d in there. So let's take a look at what's in .emacs.d. Now, I know this is wrong right off the jump. The most important file is, of course, init.el. That holds all my sort of configuration cruft that I've accumulated over the years. Then there's Lisp, which I think holds like some bootstrapping stuff for packaging. There's not much in there. Then there's this ELPA thing, and inside of ELPA, this is what's actually wrong. This is where the files that Emacs downloads are put, and Emacs packaging system wants to manage this, but we're handing it over to Home Manager, and that's unlikely to work out very well. But I don't care right now. I'm just doing this a step at a time. I know this is wrong. I'm going to do it anyway, and I will figure out the best way to do it later. So that in any case, that directory should not be under the control. Either it should not be under the control of Home Manager, or we would not use the Emacs package manager to install Emacs packages. We would use strictly Home Manager, which that's another option, but I don't know the right way to do it yet. So I'm not going to make that choice. I'm just checking it all in because I know it works. So in order to do that, we need to. By the way, this is just a alias for sudo emacs nw configuration.nix. So when I type nix config edit. That's what it does, just so you know. All right. So now in here, we have Emacs enabled, but we don't have our stuff configured. So let's copy that. I wonder if that actually made it into the. Did that make it into the kill ring or the clipboard? Wow, it did. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Yep. So this is inside the configuration.nix file, and because we copied this Emacs directory into our etc NixOS directory, it will be exactly where it's supposed to be. So let me just make sure. Did I already copy it? I did copy it, right? I did. There it is. And I did copy P10K. Okay. All right. Now I also need to make our P10K, our powerline 10K, power level 10K, slightly more declarative. The way I set it up last time was I sort of generated this thing, and then the declarative stuff points at the thing I generated, but I don't really need it. I can just put it there, and it's fine. It's instead of doing it by hand, and it's just better in the long run. So let's do this. We will do. Got Emacs going. Manage your users. Okay. Program Z shell. Should I put this at the end? I don't think I should put this at the end. It's too confusing. I think I just put it here. Right. Okay, so that's the file we want, and it doesn't tactically need to be executable because I think it's sourced in, but that's fine that it is. So we also need to change the directory that it pulls from if that it checks at. Yeah, man. That is oof. What the heck? What did I just do? Okay. Yeah. So rather than try to source it from etc NixOS P10K or whatever, we're going to put it inside of my home directory, and then we're going to source it from inside of my home directory, which is just more sensible and more repeatable. And at this, just yeah, okay. Yep. Okay, now that we have that stuff, let us now rerun the configuration. Now I have this alias, which is called nixconfig switch, and what that does is it runs sudo NixOS rebuild switch. So just so you know, nixconfig switch. Think it's gonna work? What do you think? I think it has a pretty good chance. Do. Okay. Starting following units. Okay, so I'm going to close this Emacs here. And I'm going to close this terminal here. And I'm going to close this terminal here. I have 1,000 of them open. And I'm going to close the web browser. Okay, so if I open a new terminal now, it should be using the Z shell configuration that my last NixOS rebuild switch works. So I should, and I shouldn't see any errors. I should just see what I'm used to, which is the power level blue stuff at the prompt. So I'm going to do that now. Indeed. Yep. Very good. Okay, so that works. That works well. And if I do Emacs, just for fun. All right. So, and I happen to know that, let's just say, for example, if I added a Python file, should pull up fly check mode. Yes, so I know that it's using my configuration instead of the default configuration. So yeah, Emacs configuration is working as well now, with the caveat that I mentioned before, which is that I'm not going to be able to change any packages. I'm going to have to basically sort of manage the packages on a different system, and then recopy that .emacs.d into my repository, and then check it out on this system and run the configuration again or something like that. I'm sure there's an better way to do that. You know, but I don't know what it is yet. So that is it for this video. I appreciate you tolerating my voice, the dulcet tones of my voice, and I hope you're well.